Welcome to an overview of TopView alarm and notification software. TopView contains many features, and most of them are included in the base TopView package. This allows our customers to implement the set of features that brings them the most value without needing to purchase additional modules or options. If you're considering TopView, we want you to understand these features so you can make an informed decision. This overview will help you answer the question, what can TopView do? And how can TopView be a valuable part of your alarm and notification solution? Exele, the makers of TopView, have been in business since 1978, working mostly with industrial data and process control customers across almost every industry. In addition to TopView, Exele offers other products and services, including environmental reporting, process calculation software, and consulting. Years of working with customers has helped us to understand where solutions are needed, and much of what we do today is the result of solutions that we developed to address these needs. TopView started as a custom application that we created for a power plant customer in 1997. This customer wanted a small window running on their desktop that showed the current value of a few process measurements. The application was then modified to allow the user to enter limit conditions for the monitored points, along with an audible alarm if a limit was violated. Since its first release, TopView has been continuously developed and enhanced to communicate with more data sources and to include more capabilities in the areas of alarm detection and notification, alarm and event logging and reporting, alarm management and analytics, and desktop and mobile alarm clients. The TopView product that exists today is now a comprehensive alarm and notification software solution with a large customer base around the world. TopView does not target a specific type of company. The need for an application like TopView extends to many industries and businesses, and this fact is confirmed by the wide range of current TopView customers in industries including water and wastewater, food, power, data centers, oil and gas, power, manufacturing, pharmaceutical, chemicals, metals and mining, and many others. Regardless of your industry, and whether you have 10 alarms or hundreds of thousands of alarms, the same TopView product can be used to monitor your process, to configure and manage alarms, and to notify the appropriate personnel when specific alarms or events occur. Within TopView, there are 6 main categories of features. TopView monitors measurement and alarm data from other systems, including PLCs, SCADA systems, control systems, process historians, and databases. After configuration of the alarms and events, the TopView runtime will detect and log the events. It can also let people know about the event details through various notification methods that allow bidirectional communication with TopView. TopView also provides alarm management, analytics, and reporting of the alarm events stored in the alarm history, as well as a robust set of tools to monitor and manage the operation of TopView. TopView is offered as different products based on the source of the monitored data. Tag-based sources allow us to monitor specific data points or alarm states. TopView OPC SCADA can monitor data from PLCs, SCADA systems, control systems, and supports both OPC Classic and OPC UA. TopView Pi can monitor data from one or more Aviva Pi servers, as well as tag and attribute data from one or more Pi AF servers. TopView SQL Lookup allows real-time monitoring of data that exists in lookup tables in SQL databases. TopView Perfmon is targeted to the IT world to allow the monitoring and alarming of Windows performance counters and network ping response times. Event-based data sources deliver new alarm events to TopView and require TopView to parse the events to determine the alarm and state changes. OPC Alarm and Events support systems that provide OPC A&E servers. TopView for SQL Events monitors alarm and event records written by systems to SQL databases. TopView for MQTT allows TopView to receive and parse incoming MQTT messages. MQTT is a lightweight protocol commonly used by remote sensors to send their data to subscribers. And for users who have data sources not already supported by TopView, custom data sources can be developed and plugged into the TopView framework. Regardless of the data source, the core TopView product is the same. If desired, multiple data sources can run on the same TopView machine with a single installation. The TopView SCADA Connect package is included with TopView for supported SCADA systems. The purpose of SCADA Connect is to simplify the configuration of the SCADA alarms in TopView by configuring the gateway between TopView and the SCADA system and importing and configuring the existing SCADA alarms in TopView. This includes configuration of the alarm conditions, importing of existing alarm descriptions and priorities, and setting up alarm acknowledged synchronization between TopView and the SCADA system. While these tasks could be done manually within TopView, SCADA Connect can accomplish the same thing in minutes instead of hours. TopView consists of multiple components that work together. The TopView engine is the runtime, the real-time alarm and notification engine. There may be multiple engines running on the same machine, each monitoring different points and sending notifications based on different TopView configurations. The TopView engine may be visible to the user if it's running interactively, or it may be hidden if the engine is running as a Windows service. Each engine is controlled by a configuration that defines the alarms, notifications, and other settings for the engine. The primary configuration tool is the TopView Configurator, a desktop application that can work with SCADA Connect to import existing SCADA alarm information. The desktop configurator runs on the same machine as the TopView engine, but remote configuration tasks can be completed with the Web Configurator, a browser-based application that supports user and group configuration permissions. On the client side, TopView includes both desktop and web-based clients. The remote viewer is our desktop client for machines with network access to the TopView machine. It allows remote real-time access to the monitored values, alarms, and alarm history, as well as providing alarm acknowledgement, alarm disable and shelving, annotation functions, and alarm analytics. The mobile web app is a web-based client designed for mobile devices, although it can run on any device with a web browser. A subset of the features of the remote viewer are available, including access to the monitored values, alarms, and alarm history. It can also allow alarm acknowledgement. TopView Admin Tools is used to manage the running TopView engines. It provides access to real-time performance information, notification queues, connected client details, as well as all application, alarm, and notification logs. The first task of the TopView engine is to monitor data from the underlying system. This can include analog values, alarm or acknowledged states, booleans, string values, or other data types supported by the monitored system. Although SCADA Connect can import SCADA alarms, the TopView configurator also allows the user to browse the underlying system to select any data points of interest. The TopView engine will monitor the current values of the selected points. Optionally, it can provide additional processing of the retrieved data before monitoring occurs. This includes operations like unit conversions, time-based aggregates such as averages and rate of change, and advanced multivariable expressions and logic that users can develop using TopView's built-in logic functions. If additional processing is performed on the raw data, TopView monitors the result of the operation instead of the raw measurement or alarm data. Although not required, the monitored points can be placed into user-created categories called tag groups. Tag groups may be created based on a point's physical location, associated asset, or measurement type. They can also mirror existing alarm groups. To provide flexibility, TopView allows a single point to be a member of multiple tag groups. There's three primary functions of tag groups. The first is to define notification behavior. Specific notifications can be defined as part of a tag group, and any point belonging to the tag group will inherit these notifications. The second is to allow filtering of alarms within TopView displays and reports. The third is to provide summary operations on a group. For example, being able to track how many alarms are currently active in a specific tag group. Although we use the word alarm, TopView alarms are just events of the monitored data that the user would like to recognize. This can be operational alarms such as the temperature is greater than 50, or it can include additional logic for existing alarm states, such as a high alarm has existed for 5 minutes. One of the strengths of TopView is its flexible event detection. The recognized events do not need to be operational alarm conditions. TopView can also be used to recognize and notify events such as the unit started, maintenance mode has been entered, or a new sample has been taken. TopView supports up to 4 alarm conditions per monitored point. If more conditions are required, the same point can be added multiple times. If TopView is monitoring an alarm state, the alarm condition in TopView is usually equals true or equals 1. Otherwise, typical alarm limits such as high and low are available. In addition to typical alarm conditions, TopView can recognize conditions such as value flatline, value change, timestamp change, and can include the alarm or acknowledged state of other monitored points. For example, the temperature point is an alarm if the value is greater than 100, and we also have a high pressure alarm that is unacknowledged. The alarm limits can be fixed, like the number 100, or the limit can be retrieved from the current value of another point. The recognition of an alarm event in TopView can be more complex than just the condition violation, allowing the use of delays, deadbands, schedules, and blackout periods. For example, the alarm condition in TopView can be the value is greater than 100 for 90 seconds, Monday through Friday, and not within 20 minutes of a previous occurrence. TopView also recognizes the need to suspend alarms when the associated equipment or process is not running, or if the alarm has been disabled in the monitored system. Alarm Inhibit provides this switch, allowing dynamic suspension of TopView alarms. In addition to monitoring individual data points from the underlying data source, TopView also allows you to recognize specific alarm activity within TopView. For example, you can monitor a tag group's active alarm count or the number of alarms that occurred over the last 5 minutes. The alarm statistics points can be monitored just like data points from the monitored system, so you can detect and send notification for specific alarm behaviors within TopView, such as alarm flooding. Once the alarm occurs, and optionally when the alarm returns to normal, TopView will generate a message describing the condition. The default message describes the violation, but the user can override this message with a custom message to provide more meaningful information and details about the alarm. Through the use of placeholders, the custom alarm message can include the value or details of the monitored point, other monitored points, or any point in the underlying system. When an alarm has been detected and the message is created, TopView can deliver this event information in a variety of formats. An audible alarm can be a text-to-speech conversion of the alarm message or a pre-existing sound file. These audible alarms can be played at the TopView machine and also streamed to our desktop and web-based clients. TopView supports multiple methods for delivering external alarm, acknowledge, and return to normal notifications. Notification recipients can be managed as TopView contacts, with the option to link the contact details to user information in Microsoft Active Directory or to string tags in the monitored system. The notifications are typically delivered to predefined lists called notification recipient groups. Within a recipient group, each contact can be assigned a schedule, so the notifications are only received during specific days or time of day. TopView also includes a powerful framework for notification escalation based on persistent or unacknowledged alarms. The escalation details can be defined through each recipient group or through reusable templates that define each escalation step, required condition, custom message, and recipients. TopView's email notification can be used to reach a large number of recipients, including traditional desktop email clients, mobile and web-based email clients, and SMS recipients if a reliable email to SMS gateway is available through your cellular carrier. For outgoing email, TopView supports SMTP, along with both SMTP authentication and secure connections using SSL. For Google and Microsoft email accounts, TopView supports OAuth, a more secure email authentication method where you sign in with your account and give TopView permission to access email without giving your account password to TopView. Optionally, TopView supports incoming email to allow notification recipients to acknowledge alarms or to request reports. In the case of periodic network or SMTP mail server problems, TopView can retry email failures or use a second SMTP server to ensure delivery of email notification messages. TopView supports multiple methods for sending SMS notification messages. SMS messages can be routed through an on-prem cellular hardware device or through a cloud service. For on-prem cellular devices, a SIM card is inserted into the device for the cellular service. TopView then accesses the device over the local network to send and receive messages. Multiple devices can be installed for hardware redundancy and failover. TopView also supports Twilio, a cloud service, as a method for sending and receiving SMS messages. As with email notification, SMS notification recipients can optionally reply to the received text message to acknowledge the alarm, and can also send SMS requests to TopView for alarm information. Messaging is similar to SMS, but requires a specific app on a mobile or desktop device to receive and send messages. TopView supports multiple messaging platforms including Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp Messenger, Pushover, and SIP-IM. All of the supported messaging platforms are bidirectional, allowing users to optionally acknowledge alarms by replying to a received alarm notification message. Voice notification, or voice callout, delivers spoken alarm messages to any phone with the option for the recipient to acknowledge the alarm using the phone keypad. Phone calls are made using VoIP, which requires a network connection to a VoIP service provider. The VoIP provider can be your company's in-house phone system, a hosted provider, or a local hardware device that provides a VoIP to cellular or VoIP to analog line gateway. To ensure successful delivery of phone calls, TopView allows users to configure a primary and backup VoIP provider. The default TopView notification message is the alarm message. Depending on the type of notification, you may want to provide additional information about the alarm, the point, other points in the system, or other recipients of the notification. Notification message templates allow you to create a text or HTML-based notification message containing the desired format and information. The dynamic content of the message can be specified using placeholders, which allows a single message template to be shared across multiple alarms. TopView supports a few additional methods for pushing alarm notifications. In the IT world, the SNMP protocol is used to monitor network devices. If a device has an error, it can send an error message, called an SNMP trap, to an SNMP manager. TopView allows its alarm events to be sent as SNMP trap messages. RSS is a standard for distributing information typically over the internet. Instead of requiring users to visit multiple sources to see what's new, an RSS reader allows users to subscribe to feeds. TopView Alarm RSS feeds provide TopView alarm information in the RSS format. RSS readers can then subscribe to the alarm information in the feed. MQTT is a lightweight messaging protocol normally used as a way for sensors to publish data to the subscribers. All versions of TopView allow users to publish value and/or alarm information to subscribers. Some users need to deliver notifications through methods not supported in TopView, or they may want to trigger other actions upon events in TopView. The custom alarm response is one method for customizing a TopView alarm and event response. The custom alarm response instructs TopView to launch other applications or scripts when specific TopView alarms or return to normal events occur. The run string can include custom information about the alarm condition to allow the external application to take specific actions on different events. Event hooks are a second method for custom TopView alarm and event response that provide more control and tighter integration with TopView. Event hooks allow users to write .NET plugins for the TopView engine. As events occur in TopView, they are delivered to the plugin where the user can control the desired response to the event. Uses of event hooks may include custom notifications, custom logging, and communication to external devices and systems. Although we mostly talk about monitoring or reading data from the underlying data source, TopView can also write values to points. There's two primary uses of output points. If the monitored data source contains alarm acknowledge points, TopView can synchronize its acknowledge with the acknowledge state in the data server. An acknowledge that occurs in TopView can be written to the acknowledge point in the data server, and an acknowledge in the data server can be mirrored in the TopView alarm. Other outputs can include writing of TopView status points, a sawtooth or pulse heartbeat, and outputs for specific TopView events including alarm, acknowledge, and return to normal events. TopView contains verbose logging of all actions and events, including the recording of alarm, return to normal, acknowledge, and annotation events. The alarm logs are the source for TopView alarm reports and for interactive retrieval of alarm history in the desktop and mobile clients. Alarm logging occurs to local log files and optionally to Microsoft SQL Server. In addition to providing robust alarm storage for TopView, use of SQL Server for alarm history storage provides access to TopView alarm history by third-party reporting and querying tools, allowing users to easily integrate TopView alarm information with other products, applications, and reporting tools. In addition to the alarm event details such as start time and end time, TopView stores the details of all actions related to each alarm event in the Alarm Actions log. This log allows users to quickly trace the notifications sent for an alarm and any actions taken by users to acknowledge the alarm. TopView's alarm reports contain the details of TopView alarm events over a time range. Each report can be filtered to show specific groups of alarms, allowing users to customize each report for the intended audience. The output of each alarm report is a local report file in either text, CSV, HTML, or JSON, and can be customized to include an alarm summary and a detailed event log. Alarm reports can be created on demand, for example in the TopView desktop client, or they can be scheduled to execute at specific times with the option to email the report file to one or more people. Scheduled alarm reports are a great way to periodically provide summaries of alarm activity to people who may not be included in individual alarm notifications. HTML snapshot reports are similar to scheduled alarm reports, but they only include the current state of monitored values or alarms. Multiple HTML snapshot reports can be scheduled, each with different tag group filters and output files. In order to support the browsers of different users, each report can be formatted and optimized for desktop or mobile devices. Snapshot reports can also be created to provide reports of disabled alarms to ensure that disabled alarms have not been forgotten. Although the snapshot reports are created locally, there are multiple ways to get the reports to users. TopView can publish the HTML files to web servers. They can be emailed at specific times. And, as part of TopView's bidirectional email support, email users can request a snapshot report by sending a request email to TopView. Some users need the ability to externally query the current state of TopView in order to integrate TopView with other applications and systems. TopView enables this integration through a snapshot output file and/or SQL Server table containing information such as current tag values, alarm states, and alarm acknowledge details. An alarm log is valuable, but it can also be difficult to see the big picture by looking through individual alarm events. TopView's Alarm Analytics, available in the desktop client, gives insight into the TopView alarm history through a series of tables and graphs that helps the user identify nuisance or poorly configured alarms, alarm flooding, and time-based alarm activity trends. There are multiple ways in which users can remotely communicate with TopView. Over the network through both desktop and mobile applications, by making a phone call into TopView, and through bidirectional email and SMS communication. Let's take a closer look at each of these options. The remote viewer is the TopView desktop client application for Windows. If users have network access to the TopView computer, they can remotely view, acknowledge, disable, snooze, hear, and annotate alarms. Alarm history can be queried, and the user can perform alarm analytics. Each instance of the remote viewer can be filtered to view specific TopView engines and alarms and to allow specific user actions. Because the remote viewer can communicate to multiple TopView engines located on one or more TopView machines, it can be used to provide a single view of TopView alarms regardless of TopView machine location or data source. The TopView mobile web app is an interactive web-based TopView client targeting mobile devices, although it can run in any modern web browser. Because the application is web-based, no installation is required. Also, because the application is hosted by a web server embedded within the TopView engine, no external web server configuration is required. With the TopView mobile web app, users can view current alarms and monitored values, optionally acknowledge alarms, filter current views by tag group, and access alarm history. You can also configure user security and assign permissions to acknowledge alarms from the mobile web app. The mobile web app can run on any device with network access to the TopView computer, including smartphones, tablets, and desktop computers. TopView can also be configured to allow incoming phone calls from users. Using the phone keypad, the caller can listen to the current state of any monitored point, listen to the alarm message of active or unacknowledged alarms, and acknowledge alarms. The ability to listen to and acknowledge alarms can be controlled through access codes entered at the start of the call. As mentioned earlier, both email and SMS notifications can be bidirectional, allowing users to initiate communication with TopView. Actions include acknowledging alarms in received notification messages and performing ad hoc requests for current point values, alarm states, and snapshot reports. TopView provides multiple methods to monitor the health of the system and for the configuration of redundant TopView machines. TopView's built-in health monitoring can alert users to any configured tasks which are not executing as expected. Alerts can be visual through TopView's applications and through various notification methods. Periodic snapshot and health report emails can be sent to administrators to inform them of the current state of the TopView runtime. TopView can generate a set of performance counters within the Windows Performance Counter framework that can be monitored by third-party applications or by TopView PerfMon. TopView status tags allows the user to create real-time alarms and notifications based on TopView internal information, including alarm counts, errors encountered, notifications sent or failed, and server connection state. Health output points can provide near real-time information regarding TopView health to operators using other HMIs. In the event of disruptions or failures of the primary TopView machine, a failover machine can be configured to take over the tasks of the primary until it's healthy again. Once TopView is installed and running, administrators can query the internal operations of the TopView engine. TopView Admin Tools provides a real-time, under-the-hood look at each TopView engine instance, displaying a summary of the current state for all configured functions. This includes summaries of alarms and remote connections, notification queues, performance information, as well as access to the TopView application, alarm, and notification logs. This information allows an administrator to monitor and investigate TopView functions and activity and aids as a support tool for diagnosing any unexpected behaviors. Every change made within TopView is automatically logged and backed up. The TopView administrator can use the audit log and backup to recover any previous state of TopView configuration, and change history reports can be created to see specific changes made over time. TopView contains many features beyond the ones already discussed in this overview. This includes time-saving features such as bulk configuration with CSV files and the ability to inherit alarm and notification settings from templates. In addition to our configuration applications, a configuration API is available to programmatically make configuration changes to TopView. TopView also scales extremely well. The same TopView software can be used to monitor 10 points or 500,000 points, and our current customers include point counts within this entire range. Beyond the broad categories in this presentation, TopView contains many smaller features, the result of a mature product with many years of development, customer interaction and experience, and feature suggestions from our users. So, why should you try TopView? Most importantly, and as our customers can confirm, TopView is an established product that does what it is advertised to do. TopView runs reliably and performs its functions efficiently without compromising the systems it relies on. We truly listen to our customers, and many of the features added to new releases are the result of customer feedback and suggestions. We're open with both our current state and historical information to allow integration of TopView with other systems, and we provide methods for users to extend TopView capabilities with custom behaviors. The many features of TopView are packaged in such a way that the product can be easily configured by users of all abilities. And providing great customer support lets users know there's someone on the other end, knowledgeable and available to help. Thank you for watching this overview of TopView alarm and notification software. We invite you to learn more about TopView through our website, product data sheet, and other videos. We also offer a full functioning demo version of TopView so you can test it against your own data. If you have questions or would like to discuss any of the features in more detail, please don't hesitate to contact us.